This is my third day, my last day up here in Wisconsin. It hasn't been as good as a year as it has been in the past, but it's been a good year just nonetheless, coming up here and visiting with my friends. They live right over there. I'm actually metal detecting this morning at a house right next door, and just got here, detected this little side here, didn't find anything, but I did get a target right over here. Scratchy 68 to a 75, usually indicative of a wheat pen, Indian head penny. I'm hunting this morning for right now with my AT Max, and got iron disc at 34, sensitivity down 2 bars. And I just pulled this up. I wasn't for sure at first. I thought it may be a piece of trash, but it ended up being another Indian head penny. This makes number 7 or number 8, I think, for the day. I mean, for the trip. Let me turn the camera off and let me see if I can get a date off of it. So it's going to be a 1889. Just about all of my 8 Indian heads I've gotten off this trip have been in the 1800s, except 2 of them. All right, maybe this is a good sign. I'll find some silver. All right, on to the next. This ringing up like a 90, big piece of copper, looks like some type of lid to something, about 8 inches deep. I'm at this new location. I just got this permission, a friend of mine. It's a late 1800s house. I hunted that house over there last year in that lot, got a barber spill, and that's what's eluded me this year, is the barber quarter and the barber dime, anything barber. So I'm on the hunt for a silver barber, so let's hope I get it at this house. Looks like it's a 1907 Indian head. This is my second target at this new location. Yeah, 1907 Indian. I'll take those. That's nice. On to the next. And I've got me a 82, 83 signal. Thought it's going to be a dime, but you can see there, looks like it's going to be a silver ring. I'll take a silver ring. All right, on to the next. Well, I got another 69 to a 75. They're ringing it real erratic. These are these Indian heads down here in this soil. I've already uncovered it and cleaned off the date. It's a 1901, but I'll take an Indian any day. I don't dig these very much down in Texas, but I've still got a lot of yard to cover. Got 2 more yards to go today. It's my last day, so hopefully this is going to be, I'm looking for that barber, I'm looking for that dime. So 1901, let's keep on going. Got another 75 signal here, but it doesn't sound like an Indian. It sounds like either zinc or something else. I got the plug uncovered, but it's right on top here. Looks like it's going to be maybe an old lipstick case. I don't know if you can see that. Let me get it in the sun. Like an old lipstick case. Now this was down about 8 inches deep. Good piece of history here. I'm at a late 1800s home, and this would be a broken off brains guide. So that kind of dates the property right here, back in the horse and buggy days. Nice piece of history. On to the next. Here's another evidence of the age of the house that I'm digging in. It's a big old square nail. Still haven't gotten the silver for today. No barbers. I'm in the hunt for a barber before the day's over. Moved on to a new location here. I've hunted this little house about 3 years ago, and I just got my CTX 3030. I really didn't know what I was doing with it. Still on the learning curve. I only took 1 silver dime out of this place, but I'm going to go back today with my CTX 3030 now that I mastered it and I'm going to rehunt this lot one more time and see what we can come up with. It's been a fairly good day, but I still haven't got a silver, so maybe a silver out of this yard. Let's see if we can do it. This was ringing up at 12.39, which I just thought it was going to be just a memorial penny. But as I started digging, this is going to be a brooch. It's got some fancy on it. Got a little stone in it. So that's a nice little relic saved. See if I can't clean that up a little bit and put the pin back in it. Let's see if we can straighten it out. Yeah, we can straighten it out. That's going to look really pretty when we clean it up. That's a nice little brooch. Alright. I missed that last time. Like I said, I didn't learn my CTX, but now I mastered it, so it'll speak to you. Well, I moved on to another location now. I've got a house down at the end of the road here I'm going to do, and got this house. It was built in the 50s, but it was built on top of a house that was here that was tore down in the 1800s. And so I'm hunting up here on the front sidewalk, and I got a 89 signal, and when I dug it up, and I'm right across from the old train tracks here, and it's going to be an old Tootsie Toy railroad car. It says, I think that's Tootsie Toy Railroad, 1697 number. And that's a good find right there. I like this kind of stuff. That is a keeper. Still got a couple of the wheels on it. The front wheels are off. Alright, looking for the silver. That's what I'm looking for. Let's keep going. Well, I didn't find anything at that last place other than that Tootsie Toy train car. But this is my last home. It's got some telltale signs, old trees, and this house dates back to about 1900 or the late 1800s. Got quite a bit of yard to cover, and so I think I'm going to hunt this one with my CTX and see what we come up with. So this is my last home on this Wisconsin trip in order to get me some silver. I've got two, but nothing old silver. Got a lot of Indian head pennies, but I've got one more vacant lot to hunt after this, where an old house used to be and the circus used to be there, so there may be something there. So let's get going. I got me a little buddy here going to help me out, do a little detecting. Come here, baby. Got about 8 inches deep here. Ended up getting a buffalo nickel. I'll take it. I need to get a V nickel. I usually get one a year, but I'll take a buffalo. Out here on the side by this big old tree. We'll see what else we can get. Boy, I have been at it for 3 days, and on this trip I normally get 15-20 silver coins, but I've only gotten 2. I've got a 43 Washington and a 64 Rosie. And I just got a 1244 signal here, about 6 inches deep. I just popped the plug, and I do have silver. I don't know what it is. Let's go in and see what it is together. Hopefully it's a barber. That's what I'm hoping for. And there is the coin. So let's, it's going to be a 52 Washington. What it's going to... Well, it's silver. I'll take it. It's not a barber, but I'll take it. Well, I finished up day 3 of digging up here in Wisconsin. I had a good time. We found some relics, some coins, tokens, all the normal kind of stuff, but it wasn't the year of big silver or old silver like I've had in the last couple of years, but nonetheless I did find a few silvers, and found a silver ring, and I'll show you all that in the wrap up once we get to it. But I just wanted to show you all the trash that I had dug as well, and so let me show you that. Here's all the trash. I didn't sort it out this time. It's just so much. I was digging everything I could possibly find, and I was going back and forth between the AT Max and the CTX 3030. And here's some of the clad money, and a couple of the finds here. I'll do another wrap up later on, but I'll show you a little bit right now. That's the wheat pennies. There's about 14 of those. There's a buffalo nickel and 10 Indian heads. I think 7 out of the 10 are all in the 1800s, the oldest being 1868. Couple of silver quarters, silver dime. That's, I think, stainless steel, but it could be silver. And then I found a silver ring today. And then we got us a palm olive token. We got us another little souvenir from Wisconsin. Got a skeleton key. We got a Chief Petty Officer Navy coat button. That's post-Civil War here. That's a nice find. Another, I think this is a railroad button. A couple of keys. And so that's pretty much everything that I got on this trip. Oh, I did get this. That's a Tootsie toy. Caboose. This is the first time I've ever got a train. Still has the wheels with it too. I'm going to see if I can't restore this. And this is a great find for me. But I got a few other things here. Old brass lock. And did get this. This is a nice little house I was hunting in. Was probably, I think, in the late 1800s. And this was about 8 inches down, I believe, if I remember right. And it's got some fancy on it. Check that out. I wish the lighting was, it's cloudy and rainy here, but still has the stone in it. And still has the pin on the back. And so this is some early Victorian, I think. A brooch, a woman's brooch. I bet it was beautiful, all shined up back in the day. But that was a good find right there. Got a no lipstick case. Here, got a couple of old toy cars that I always just collect. Got another, it looks like a makeup case here. I don't know what it really came off of. I'll have to research what that symbol right there is. I did get this, as I stated earlier in the video, a nice range guide. And a lot of clad change. I don't know how much I got, but there was a whole lot. But that's all the keepers right there and right here. And I'll lay them all out and get some pictures of them in my light box and post them here at the end of this video. Anyway, there's Diggin Wisconsin. This is my 5th year to come up, and I've already got some houses lined up for next year. So until then, these are great treasures, but I want to remind you that the greatest treasure is never sitting on your picnic table, back of your tailgate. The greatest treasure is in heaven, my friends. Keep looking up, keep searching. Until next time, God bless.